Alright, so basically, doing the reaction video, I haven't done one in a minute, but this video caught my interest. The problem with Ghetto Blacks from Love Halal. This is my first time reacting to you, so my fault if I pronounced that wrong. Shout out to you. I find it funny the thumbnail for this video featured Kamala Harris, and right here, I just noticed it right now. It talks about her right here. I don't actually hold up. Let me see it'll pop up. This won't take forever. I ain't gonna worry about that. But do I have some things to say about this? Yes. Do I have a full proper platform to talk about it? Not yet, but I'm still gonna speak my piece. Hopefully there's no delay. There shouldn't be any delay. I don't know what it is with my OBS and delaying audio, but check this.
I'm gonna be the one to say it. Black people are known for violence, crashing out, shaking butt, and downright degenerate behavior. We are the only ones with our negative qualities to be at the forefront and representation of our community. Asian people have all types of issues, but they're known for being smart. Meanwhile, we got Megan Thee Stallion twerking at presidential rallies before GTA 6. Clearly
100% pandering.
we are in the end of times in America based on these two presidential candidates. But besides that, look at the representatives they choose as the spokespersons of black people.
Trump 2020, 2020, 2024.
I mean, just the other day, presidential candidate Kamala Harris genuinely had Megan Thee Stallion performing, Quavo hitting a speech.
The one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business.
I did not even see that. I've only saw the Megan clip. I didn't even know Quavo even spoke. That's crazy work.
Donald Trump, on the other hand, has been talking a big game, as my friend Quavo would say. He does not walk it like he talks.
Okay, I've seen that for sure. I've for sure seen that clip. It's listen. I'm seeing a lot more people because of this presidency right here. I've been seeing a lot of people choosing to not vote. I'm gonna be real. I don't even know where I stand anymore. I don't know where I stand, right? Because realistically, these presidents are selected, not elected. That's a whole nother thing in itself. But yeah, these presidents are selected, not elected by us. And I want to say this: if for any of you that are voting, for any of you that are voting, you haven't decided yet, you haven't, or whatever, well, because it's coming up. I don't know if my mics don't catch that. But please, please, and I really need this to be emphasized. Vote on your research. Do not vote off of your emotions. Vote off of what you researched about both of them. And if you resonate with what you researched, then vote for which side you're feeling more for. Vote off of reason and not off of emotion. And don't give in to any of this pandering too. And this goes for any side. Don't give in to the pandering because it gonna seem all good, but they not gonna provide the good either. So just vote off research, vote off logistics and all that. All right.
Quavo was like out here advocating against gun violence. Meanwhile, he be rapping about getting people sticked up left and right. Possession of a firearm in a school safety zone.
Crazy.
And on the other side, we have Sir Donald Trump, who's backed by the rapper OT7 Kwani and Sexy Red.
We have affiliate rappers going places.
I got fiends lined up outside like when a 2K drop.
We cannot win either way. But all jokes aside, I'm sure there's plenty of activists that could have replaced these people. This is straight out of an episode of the Boondocks, bro. The average black person.
What is my computer going through? My fault for that. I don't know what. Hold on, let me check my OBS real quick. That's not okay. I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna just leave it at the screen.
Person can look at this, question it, and wonder what the hell is going on right now. And don't be quick to call me Rocket Raccoon, Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus. I have legitimate points that need to be addressed. So today, we're gonna be talking.
No, for real, because anytime, this is so real. Anytime that any of us try to call out the problems within our own community, we get called Uncle Ruckus, Uncle Tom, Coons, all that stuff, just for pointing out the real problems within our community, and it's stupid because so many people are going to try to make excuses for every single one of them. We need to be help. We need to be accountable for what we do. We do.
About the problem with ghetto black people. Brief intermission. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you've seen my videos before and you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Back to the video. Let me introduce you to the YN trend. The term YN stands for young niggas. Basically, it represents a group of people who are young, black, and ready to crash out over anything at a young age. Got all types of
I just picked up on this like yesterday. I'm gonna be real, and I've just heard about dudes heard about that um what is it, that nitrous oxide, the whippet, whatever. I know it's obvious, don't do drugs, but please, but don't partake in that, please.
artillery and zero future because their brains are simply underdeveloped, bro. These dudes be having infamous Instagram usernames like walk 'em down Trey, and they have no regard for human life. Now the issue arises in the trend where young impressionable minds might see this behavior and might want to be a part of the young group. You know why? Because invoking fear in people, going viral, is something that every child low-key wants to do at some point. Like, look at these jits, man, going anywhere with them YNs. Future inmates with no real life goals. You make black people look bad. My pleasure, and thanks for getting me in the algorithm. They don't care, bro. We already seen Prime Boot Gang pretty much crash out daily for content. We don't need more of those, bro. With more and more videos about these young and
we glad that we're happy that man changed for the better and changed his life to God, because that was horrendous.
words, the more and more we see people actually
Like, it was only funny for like about like a day or so, then it's just like either buy it or get arrested. It was just that, or just stop.
want to do it and participate in the trend.
Mag Dumper Vontae, they with them K's, walk them down to hell.
And I understand that this is funny, you know, I'm not hating on the creator at all. This video got 200,000 likes, a cool 1.8 million views, which equates to about his RPM might be about 15 cents per 1,000 views, which calculates to about $272 off this video alone. Not bad for the pocket watch. But laughing about this, a person like me starts to see deeper, you know, starts to think a little deeper than the average individual, you know, because I'm a little bit more wise and well beyond my years. Mr. Hawk 'em down.
I'm immediately waving the white flag. I surrender, gang. I ain't trying to get in no altercation.
Let's really think about this for a second. We as grown folks are afraid of our own youth because they might destroy us and obliterate
Man, hold up.
us with Gen 5s that have switches on them.
The amount of BS surrounding, I know he was categorizing just kids in general, but the amount of BS surrounding Lil RT, and that's still going on, is so ridiculous. He needs a new home. That poor kid needs to be in a new home, in a new household, under new parents. Or parent, I don't know what the situation is. He just needs to be around different people. He needs to just be around new people. Because this man is just getting used for views. He came up off of rapping about drill stuff. That's, no parent would ever allow that. No reasonable parent would ever allow that. And there's people out there hyping it up and watching the BS content.
These are kids, minors. rappers. No other group of people has to worry about that, bruh. Ain't no walk 'em down Timmy. Ain't no walk 'em down Kevin Nguyen. No, this is just a black people issue, bro. And we need to fix it, bruh. Come on. And it does not start with the glorification of a serious issue like our black youth literally destroying each other in the streets, bro. This is not Warzone. This is not a game. You don't just live up poles on people and respawn like it's rebirth. And every life is important, which some of these young niggas don't understand. As funny as the young nigga trend is, it's pretty sad. Let's be real. And we can even go into the fact that some of the people who are finding this funny and really blowing it up don't even be black for real. There be mad white people posing as black people in comment sections. I'm just saying. So watching this stuff go down is just like one big, large circus act. Now, I feel like this is an exhaustive.
Hold on, what was that? I'm not going back for that. I don't know what. That was a whole lot, bro. But it is, I will say it is sad, at least I think so, where gang culture is one of the forefronts of our community, and that you do get more for some reason you do get more respect being a gangster. I never understood it. I low-key don't want to understand it, but I do so I can get the full picture. At the end of the day, I'm just happy I got parents that for sure pushed me out that way, especially my dad. Well, I know my mom would have already pushed me away from that stuff, but that extra insurance from my dad solidified everything.
Point, but I really cannot go with this whole video without destroying people like Sexy Red and Ice Spice for plaguing the youth with their humiliation ritual ass antics. I mean, Ice Spice literally has bars about defecation in multiple songs.
I'm the shit, I'm that bitch, I'm as poopy. I'm as poopy like I need a diaper. You're not even.
I'm going to honestly play, I guess, devil advocate on this. This isn't an issue. Well, at least it's not really that much of an issue. Because if you listen to Lil Wayne, he has plenty of poop lyrics too. There's plenty of rappers out there with poop lyrics. I don't know why Ice Spice in particular is getting clowned for it the most. But there are other rappers out there that do talk about the same thing. Just get left untouched, so.
What the sigma?
Yo, I got a question. Why you be talking about shit so much? Like,
Cause I be saying, you just said that.
wait, but girls don't take.
And it does seem like Ice Spice is on the downward side of her career, bro. She is getting tired of this act. She's getting tired of spamming that one emote she always does. Put the fries in the bag. Put the munch in the bag. God damn. She got the expression of Eeyore off Winnie the Pooh right now. And I'd be tired of doing this too. This gimmick can only go on so long. And of course, it's not just Ice Spice. You know, all the masculine male rappers be rapping about degeneracy too. I mean, at the end of the day, it is just music. And it would be hypocritical of me to come at rappers when rock stars sing about worse or pop stars sing about horrible things too. Now, in my opinion, we can have some of these criticisms of the hood without being incredibly anti-black. Some of the best people in the world came from the hood. I would feel more safe around certain people from the hood than an average person on the street. If a woman is being mugged in the street by a dude, who do you think is gonna step up? Timmy here or Duke Dennis? If I was a woman, I'd put my trust and life in the hands of the glorious savior and one and only Duke Dennis. That's just me though. There was a trend online and there was a
what? These edits. I had a hold on, just to. Oh yeah, I get what he's saying, but like, if you did come from the hood and you came up, we perfectly applaud that. We perfectly applaud you coming up, coming from the hood, you coming up, you doing smart moves. When you're making smart moves, and of course, not being stupid and going back, like you don't Not like I'm not saying you gotta forget your roots or nothing, but you can't stay there. Especially if especially if you're an artist that unfortunately was a part of the gang life, and you got people out to get you. We applaud you for being smart, for getting big enough so you can get out of that situation, and applaud you for being smart to stay out of that, to make sure nothing happens to you or your family. Because there is a lot of people. I take take GTA San Andreas. That man CJ left Grove Street. He was in Liberty City. He became he was making millions. I think he was a millionaire because he owned a casino. He come back. He tried to help Sweet get out the hood. Sweet was just wanted to, for some reason, he just wanted to stay loyal to his hood. Like, again, you don't gotta forget your roots, but you can't stay, because when you stay in the hood, you know what happens. You either end up dead or in jail. So it's not like we just automatically hate you for being in the hood, because life and circumstances, all that. We will get on your head if you just willingly staying, or like you have potential, you have a career ahead of you, but you want to act dumb and stay. That's how a lot of people is. That's how a lot of people treated Julio Fulio. I honestly, like, I didn't tap into him that much. I honestly thought he left Florida. I thought he left Jacksonville, but apparently he didn't. He stayed the whole time. But we just want you to be smart. That's really it.
Essentially, people saying that they were afraid of everybody from the hood. Whenever people from the hood are nearby, they lock their car doors, start clutching their purses.
We all stop pretending like hood people don't scare us.
That is the same mentality that racist white folks be having, bruh. Just because you're from the hood does not mean you're on menace timing all the time. And to me, I would say that is some pretty crazy anti-black rhetoric. People from the hood were getting kind of upset and had valid arguments against that.
The fact that y'all is out here talking like black people from the hood is like a subspecies of black people just because they was born or live in a certain part of the city is crazy.
Right.
That's why nobody from the hood is thinking about y'all scary bitch ass.
I feel like if you genuinely despise people who came from the hood, you're really not that much better than a discriminatory white dude. At some point, whether you want to admit it or not, all black people pretty much came from the hood at a time in one of their generations. But after slavery, it was not just move in next to John Smith and now you're friends with Massa and everybody's cool and everybody's living together in a nice suburban community. There was redlining, ghettos were created, crack was distributed, and damn near every black person had to make it out of the struggle at some point. So if you're gonna make it out and then damn near look down on the people who you basically abandoned in a sense, that's pretty insane. And also, to give credit to people from the hood, I would say people from the hood create like 90% of pop culture, bruh. All the slang comes from the hood. It's not coming from suburban black people. The chains, grills, fashion sense, that stuff not coming from dudes in the suburbs, all right? It's not coming from people who look like they know how to play Smash Bros with a mini afro. It's coming from dudes in do-rags and women in bonnets, Bantu knots, etc. Half the terms like unk, riz, gyat came from the black community in the hood. I'm telling you right now, no suburban black people came up with those terms. And
I was gonna counter that, but I'd rather just leave that alone, because I didn't really have the proper words to, like, I didn't formulate the proper words.
famous artists like Basquiat were probably from the hood. I hope he's from the hood and I didn't accidentally just throw him in the hood. Is it because his locks? Am I stereotypical? Now, with that said, I think it is fair to have criticism.
I don't know anything about him aside from his locks. I'm gonna be honest. The way like the way that his hair like freeform, because that's for real like freeform. That's how I kind of inspired me to to grow out my freeforms. By the way, if y'all don't know, I cut them off last week.
Of people from the hood without being an Uncle Ruckus, Raccoon, Uncle Tom, whatever you want to call it. One thing I genuinely despise is when people try to act like debatable topics are completely objective. Like, no, people are allowed to have different opinions, bro. We are not all the same. Dear niggas from the hood, bro. And really, dear people in general. We gotta help these people in the hood, bro. Because I understand that not all of y'all are crash outs, not all of y'all have this mentality. Being from the hood does not group you in with those people who have that crash out mentality. I understand that some of the best people come from the hood, bro. Since I went to school in the hood, there's plenty of people that I know that came from terrible areas, very successful, you know, average, regular, good people. And it absolutely sucks to get grouped in with those crash outs. To me, it's more of the mentality. It's not about coming from the ghetto, but you can have a ghetto mentality where it's like, all right, bro. Enough is enough. In conclusion, ghetto black people or people from the hood have some issues that really need to be worked on. And I think the average black person is kind of upset and kind of annoyed with the way our image is. We need to have more positive trends, all right? We need to have more positive representation. And I think that's legit criticism and legit concerns that I can raise without being anti-black. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you think it's that deep? Do you think trends like the YN trend is really that serious? Or do you think
it's a serious issue for sure? I said that, and going back on what I was saying about what happens when you stay in the hood. I'm trying to rethink of what I had in my mind because it for real just lost out of nowhere. It'd be like sometimes you know it'd be that quick when you lose something. But yeah, going back to what I was saying about staying in the hood, when you do, you know what I'm saying? When you do come up, you get money. People like and if you do stay there, well, really it don't matter if you stay there or not. People gonna try to make it seem like, oh, so now you got money, you got to be the hood avatar and save everybody in there. No, no, because as bad as this sound, not everybody needs saving. Because some people don't want to be saved. They may not say it, but you can just tell that they don't want to be saved. But I'm for sure not saving nobody when you it's not saving us people that's trying to plot on me, trying to take my money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna like I will try to save people that I hold close to, like really hold close to for real. But you just can't. Some you just can't bring out the hood for real. It's sad, but there is just some people you do have to leave behind. It's unfortunate. But yeah, shout out to Love Hello for this video. This is pretty good. I'm honestly running off of 2 hours of sleep, so I'm gonna just end it here. And it's not even normal that I really sleep. Well, it was like half sleep because of a very just weird dream I had. But yeah, with that, see y'all whenever.